Like you'd be top tier. You'd be in this upper echelon of trading.
Hey everyone, what's going on? Nux Trades back with another video. Today we're going to be covering a market review for um, Friday, December 15th, 2023, and we're going to be going over the entries on both ES and oil. So before I get into that, I just want to let you guys know that I've been a little inactive here on YouTube recently. I had to get through my semester finals for school. But now that that's over, we should be getting back to some YouTube videos a couple times a week here. Uh, I've been pretty active in the Discord still recently, just because that's easier for me to send stuff in. If you want to join that free Discord, make sure you go hit the link in my YouTube bio or my Twitter X bio. Both Twitter and all my socials are at Nux Trades. I've also been getting pretty active on Twitter, posting daily charts and whatnot on there and teaching through there. So make sure you give all my socials a follow. And if you want a uh, discount code for Apex, that's also in the link in my bio. That'll take you right to the link to get an Apex discount code. But nonetheless, yeah, we'll jump right into it. So leading into last Friday, that's probably the last week that I'll risk full or go full risk on my account because leading up to Christmas we can get very choppy price action, and that's just not something that I want to get too involved with before we end the year and then start off on in January on a high note, and we'll be right back at it. So we'll go on and start off going through the review here. So we'll mark out our overnight session, then we'll mark out both the highs and lows. Low here, high here. And as you can see, we get our high rate, and you're probably thinking to yourself, Nux, why didn't you take the 850 fair value gap right here, or why didn't you take the 905 fair value gap right here? It's because I don't take trades before 9:30 open, and if you watch my videos, you know that. So if you're new to this, make sure you go back and watch some of the other videos on my profile, and you'll be able to learn and pick up on this stuff that I'm talking about. But get the low rate before 9:30 open, so we don't get a trade until the 9:30 open, which happens on this candle right here, which is actually perfect for us because we raid the low again, which is what we want to see. So we raid the low again, choppy price action through here, just chop through here, so we don't really get anything. And then we get a little bit of up movement here, doesn't really help us, and then we do end up getting a fair value gap right here on this candle. So we're going to redraw all this right here just so we can run through it together. So fair value gap on this candle right here, and then we get our RR tool out and we line up our entry, targeting our normal 5 handles, stop at 4.75, just above 1R if that would have hit, but we did end up losing that trade. So we did get some bad luck here. We got one of the biggest down close candles of the day just on our entry. So that was unfortunate. That stopped us out, but a good luck. We had it close above these equal highs, which I liked. I've been looking into recently if equal highs, if I'm going to count those as swings or not. I know the whole ICT rules for it, but I'm looking back at my data to see what's the best for my data and not generic ICT rules. So that's something we'll be looking more into here soon. Um, but yeah, and then we'll go into the afternoon session entry here. So 1300 happens here, and we're looking for a raid of this low right here because that's the morning session low. And we do raid that low, get some more chop right around here, and eventually we get this fair value gap right here. I'll redraw. So we get a fair value gap right here. This is our less risk entry. We don't have a close above above a previous high, and these are equal highs, but I think I'm going to start counting them through data. I've been noticing that if they're equal highs but they're also swing highs, then they are counted as swing highs. So if you look at this up here, none of these are swing highs. These are just triple equal highs. So that's why I don't think I'm going to count those as swing highs. But if you look right here, this is a swing high, and this is also a swing high, but they are also equal. So I'll count this as a market structure shift for this one because we do end up getting a close above right here on this candle. It closes above. So we will line this up and we end up getting it, and that would have been equal to that low. So I would have made my, or my bad, I did make my entry one tick lower into the fair value gap, and we were able to get 5 handles right there off of that. Another thing I've been experimenting with is with A plus entries. I found that in November, 7 out of 9 of our A plus entries were actually able to go to RR. So I've been experimenting with leaving some runners all the way up until 2 RR, which is typically 10 handles for me. And this one would have got to our 10 RR target, but that's a 1350. Looks like something crazy happened there. I'm not too sure what that was, but that would have got to our 2 RR target. Just something I've been playing around with our A plus entries to try to milk some more entries out of it if we can. So there's that. So that was a win. So if you would have held to our 2 RR target, which I did not, I'm just forward testing that to see what that looks like. Um, so it was 1 for 2 on the day, would have been break even, but or not break even, technically one tick of profit since this was 4.75. And if you would have held to our 10 target, you would have been able to get even more um, entries there. So next thing we'll look at is oil. So we'll go back to Friday. Let me get my, so we'll mark out our highs and our lows here. And then as you can see, we do rate our high here. We get this, or we rate our low here. We get this big fair value gap right here. Never get an entry. I had my order ready for this one. Unfortunately, we just didn't get a wick into it, which was unfortunate, but happens. And then we get this fair value gap right here without taking the high. So that's something that I am willing to take. We get a close above this this high right here, which gives us our market structure shift. And then we end up getting this fair value gap right here, which takes us all the way up to 2 RR. And one thing I want to talk about it since I'm now trading oil and I haven't talked about my strategy with that in the past. One thing that I'm going to be looking for is or rules I'm going to be following is once my trade hits 1 RR. So on this trade it would have been right here. I am setting my stop loss to break even. So we got like one tick away or a couple ticks away from hitting my break even stop loss. Didn't end up getting it and took us all the way to our 2R target, all the way to our 2R target, which was really nice and helped the daily profit as we were able to secure positive profits on the day. Another thing that I want to mention with oil is that I am only taking A plus entries, no less risk entries on oil. And also on oil, I do take pre 9:30 opening setups. They seem to be pretty profitable, and 9:30 affects oil, and it does give us a little movement, but it doesn't affect it as much as a typical ES or a US market would affect it. So those are the rules that I'm going to be following for oil going forward into the new year and for the rest of the year. So like I said, for the rest of this week that we're on right now, I'll probably just be lessening my risk. I'll still be taking trades, but going less risk and making sure that we don't blow up any accounts in the choppy mess that we're gonna get for the rest of the year. But nonetheless, I'll be posting on here more often. You guys will be hearing from me more. Make sure you follow the Twitter and And if you want to get daily communications from me where I narrate and commentate on what's happening in the market, click the link in my bio on YouTube or my Twitter at Next Trades. Click the link in that bio, join my Discord, and I'd be happy to talk with you about any questions you got. And if nothing else for you guys, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Safe trading and have a good holidays. Peace.